You think an empty nest means freedom? It's a trap, a quiet house whispering truths you've dodged for years. At 43, Karen stood in her silent kitchen, the absence of her kids' laughter louder than any scream. Her youngest, Emma, left for college last week, and the life Karen built as a mom crumbled like a house of cards. She wasn't ready for the void, or the stranger she'd become to her husband, Mike. The clock was ticking, not just on her marriage, but on who she thought she was. Karen had been the perfect mom in their suburban Chicago home. She'd raised Emma and Josh with devotion, school plays, soccer games, homemade dinners. Mike, a steady accountant, was her rock, or so she told herself. They'd built a life over 18 years, a facade of stability. But at 40, with the kids growing independent, Karen felt like a ghost in her own story. The mirror showed new lines. Instagram showed women her age living their truth. She wasn't a mom anymore, just a woman fading into irrelevance. The itch started small. A yoga class here, a new haircut there. Then came the self-discovery workshop led by Ravi, a charismatic guru with dark eyes and a voice like honey. He saw her not as a mom or wife, but as a woman with potential. "You're more than your roles, Karen," he said, his gaze lingering. Her heart raced, a feeling she hadn't known in years. Mike, meanwhile, buried himself in spreadsheets, avoiding the growing distance. He didn't see the storm brewing, the way Karen's smiles faded when she looked at him. Tension coiled as Karen dove deeper into Ravi's world. Yoga retreats turned into weekend escapes, her phone buzzing with his texts. She told Mike it was about finding herself, but his silence screamed neglect. The kids, now distant, sensed the shift. Emma's calls grew short. Josh stopped visiting. Karen ignored it, chasing the high of Ravi's attention. Her house, once a home, felt like a hollow shell, her marriage a forgotten contract gathering dust. She'd romanticize her pre-kid days, telling Ravi about her wild 20s with a sparkle Mike hadn't seen in years. Mike noticed but didn't act. He'd work late, avoiding the quiet house, convincing himself Karen's phase would pass. But her new friends, divorced women from the retreats, fed her doubts. "You deserve to feel alive," they'd say over wine, painting Mike as a chain holding her back. Social media amplified it, showing glowing women starting over. Karen wasn't comparing her life to reality. She was chasing a fantasy of youth, and Mike was the anchor she'd cut loose. The climax hit at a retreat in Sedona. Ravi pulled Karen aside, his hand on hers, suggesting they explore more than meditation. Her pulse pounded, but his words felt rehearsed, his eyes scanning the room for others. She saw it then, the charade. Ravi wasn't her savior. He was a predator, feeding on her panic. She fled home, heart racing, to find Mike packing a suitcase. "I can't keep pretending," he said, voice raw. "You're gone, Karen." The truth gutted her. Their perfect family was a lie, held together by kids who weren't there anymore. The aftermath was bleak. Karen sat in the empty house, the silence deafening. Mike moved out, starting fresh. The kids blamed her, their texts cold. She quit the retreats, but the damage was done. She'd traded a life for a mirage, chasing a self that didn't exist. The world didn't owe her a new identity. It owed her nothing. Listen, every empty nest hides a reckoning. When the kids leave, the roles you hid behind vanish, exposing the cracks. Karen thought she was chasing freedom, but she was running from reality. Society tells women their value is in motherhood, youth, being needed. When that fades, they panic, torching everything for a spark. But sparks die and homes don't rebuild. Don't say you weren't warned.